Shahid Siddiqui was amused when we left the Newshour debate with Sanjay Jha's argument. Yes, Shahid Siddiqui, over to you.
Yes, I was amused because Sanjay Jha said that Rahul Gandhi is holding so many rallies and is speaking and going to so many areas. But why is the country not noticing it? Why is it not making any impact? Why the media is not covering it? Why now the debate is between
the country is noticing
BJP and Priyanka Gandhi? So that means they all, you see, on both the levels, on the Congress level also, when Sonia Gandhi came into the battle, it was very clear that Rahul was not succeeding, was not making an impact. Now Priyanka comes in. So this shows that Congress itself has accepted that Rahul Gandhi is failing. And on the media level also, media covers those who are able to reach to the people. And Priyanka is able to reach to the people much more than Rahul could, or even Sonia Gandhi could. So that is how things are changing, and that's why I was amused at the explanation given by Sanjay Jha.
Mr. Jha, the question is of connect.
Let me answer you,
no,
Mr.
the question
Siddiqui.
is of
I
connect.
understand. No, let me answer him. Mr. Siddiqui,
if Rahul Gandhi...
I don't know what documents has he read, but Mr. Siddiqui just gave a clean chit. No, he gave a clean chit to Mr. Adani. So, you know that he's not an independent observer on your panel today.
You talk about
he has
this issue.
a clear, distinctive bias. Let's acknowledge that. So, I don't take his comments very seriously. The truth is that Mr. Gandhi is not only being noticed, all his speeches are being discussed threadbare. And please, Mr. Siddiqui, you are aware of it on social media as well as electronic media or print media. Mr. Gandhi has raised the issues that are defining the election. And the reason why Mr. Modi is nervous is because after the last phase of election, the country is seeing a distinctive further consolidation of all forces that are exposing the communal politics of the BJP. And the BJP today is nervous.
The leader of the Congress,
Mr. Siddiqui, you can keep your personal opinion. I respect your personal opinion. It is irrelevant. I respect your opinion, but it is irrelevant.
No, it is not my opinion. It's the opinion of the nation.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Sanjay Jha.
Mr. Jha. Please don't be arrogant.
Mr. Jha.
Please don't be arrogant.
Mr. Jha, now as this election...
To Mr. Adani
No, 1 second. Now I find, Mr. Jha, I find, Mr. Jha, that as we get towards the last 2 weeks before the results are to be announced, I find where everybody is very high-strung. Everyone gets very personal. In responses, everybody thinks the other argument is ridiculous, this, that, and all that, and you think nobody's argument has any value. Mr. Jha, I say this for both Congress and BJP. You know, there is no need to take everything so personally, right? So my question is simple. I think, Mr. Jha, it's a very relevant question. Hartosh can expound on it. The question is very, very specific and simple. Priyanka Gandhi says, वो बौखलाए हुए चूहों के तरह भाग रहे हैं. The BJP is running for cover like a group of nervous rats.
Right.
Now, both the expression, the directness of the attack, right, and the manner in which she says it, that attracts the attention. Now, she's more of an extempore speaker than Rahul Gandhi is. That's why she's getting the attention. Now, is that she's more of an extempore political adversary than Rahul Gandhi is? And obviously, therefore, the media attention, etc., is going to be more on her.
Arnab.
But
no.
Why didn't you? If she's so effective,
hard-hitting statement.
Why didn't you field her earlier?
He made the most hard-hitting statement of Mr. Modi. You know, when he said, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi said in Gujarat that the chowkidar, that the so-called chowkidar could go to jail.
Mr. Jha, just a simple question. I don't want you to tell me the inside of Congress strategy.
On Mr. Modi, on the corruption in Gujarat, on Lokayukta in Gujarat, on the RTI, everything, all institutions being toothless.
Mr. Jha.
So Mr. Gandhi has been making a frontal attack and Mr. Modi has not been able to respond.
Mr.
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has further added ammunition to the same attack.
Mr. Jha.
And it's justified.
Mr.
Mr. Modi has not been able to respond.
Sabha has a question, Sabha has a question which is also on everyone's mind. She can articulate it better that if she's so good, and if she's so effective and she gets so much attention, why have you not exposed her to 541 constituencies and limited her to 2? That's all. Sabha, is that the point you were making?
The answer is simple.
Yeah, yes,
Priyanka
Arnab,
Gandhi
I have
answered
a, you know,
herself. She said,
if
"Listen,
as
at
the
this point
Congress
of
says
time,
that they
she's
are
got a
fighting a
campaign." That's
battle
it.
to save India from Modi, then surely it is incumbent about the party to impress on Priyanka Gandhi the need to travel to all the constituencies. I will just suggest a few and the game will change. Let her campaign in Lucknow, let her campaign in Kanpur, let her campaign in Varanasi. You'll have an entirely different chemistry. It's just a suggestion if the Congress believes it is fighting to save the soul of India. You know, because Rahul Gandhi has frankly flopped as a campaigner. And this girl, in spite of, I mean, I hold no brief on the Vadra issue, but this girl clearly
agree with
has
you
a
at
lot
all.
of ability as a charismatic leader. So I would agree with you. I would
Yes.
appeal to the Congress that
She's-
you must now, if your duty is to say to make her go elsewhere, then do that. And Shahid Bhai, just a little thing in the
Sabha,
beginning
I
of the
completely
program, you
disagree
said
with you.
that she's not going to make any difference. Then somewhere along the way, you agreed she's a charismatic speaker. You agreed that she connects well with people. You said
She
that.
is charismatic.
You know,
and
even
she's
though
able
you
to
are
read
not
the
a
hearts and
Congress
minds of the
backer right
people.
now.
So 1 second.
Sabha,
Therefore, you no 1 second,
Sabha,
Mr.
Mr.
Siddiqui,
Rahul
what
Gandhi
exactly?
I believe
No,
that she
Mr.
is fine.
Siddiqui, Mr. Siddiqui, what
His
exactly is
speeches
your
have been
position? You
aggressive.
say
He's
she.
raised the fundamental issues.
No, Mr.
And I
Siddiqui.
completely disagree with what you said, Sabha.
No, Mr. Siddiqui, what is your position? You began by saying she will have no impact. Then you said of course, she is charismatic. Of course, she gets attention. These are the same qualities that in
No,
the context
I
of Mr.
said that
Narendra Modi, the
because-
BJP says
no,
he's charismatic
right,
and
yes,
gets attention, and
I
hence
mean,
he's a big draw, hence he's a mass leader. But
No,
those same, those same,
it's too late. It's too late.
Too
it's
late.
Too late. That still it's a question that whether she will be able to make an impact on votes. But she's able to read the hearts and minds of the people. She is much more charismatic than Rahul Gandhi. We are comparing her to Rahul Gandhi. We are not comparing her to Narendra Modi.
How would you
so
rate
in
her?
comparison to Rahul Gandhi, she is much better. That's
she
the
had,
point I'm making.
If she had played a more prominent role from the beginning than Shahid Siddiqui, from the beginning of this campaign, if she'd been projected
Yes,
more
of
and
course
she'd played a
would have
prominent
been
role, what
more
would have been the impact?
She would have been much better.
Arnab,
Much better.
I can't say, but
Arnab,
there would have been much
Mr.
better
Rahul
impact,
Gandhi,
much more impact.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is more effective. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is more effective in his public speeches. He's not making those bombastic, ridiculous claims as you
He
heard
has to be
today,
loyal to
when
Rahul
Mr.
Gandhi
Modi
at the
had
moment.
to retract another embarrassing statement. I think Mr. Gandhi has been more effective.
So what is going
and
to be
where
Priyanka Gandhi's
charisma
role
is
after the
concerned,
election?
There is no doubt about it.
What is Priyanka
There is
Gandhi's
no
role
doubt
after the
about it
election?
that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is a charismatic speaker.
What is Priyanka
and
Gandhi
Mr.
Vadra's
Modi
role after the
completely
election?
pales by comparison.
What is
Both
Priyanka
the
Gandhi
facts are
Vadra's
true.
role after the
Arnab,
election
two
is
facts are
over?
true.
Does she go back?
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a more effective speaker and he has got greater impact than Mr. Modi has, despite his so-called oratory. And number two, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is more charismatic than Mr. Modi for sure, because
If
Mr. Modi
Priyanka had
only
made
ends
so
up,
many speeches,
making
she would have been much
statements
better.
and doing U-turns out of embarrassment. So together, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are turning out to be much more than a handful for a BJP that is clearly paranoid and running scared at this point of time.
But
That is
you've
the true
limited her
fact,
to two
and you see it in the results
constituencies.
on May 16th.
You've limited her to two constituencies and you're up against a
Oh,
prime
that's her
ministerial
decision.
candidate of the BJP who
Arnab,
has
that's her
had more than
decision.
450 rallies. Now, Narendra Modi has had more than 450 rallies in
That's
the last few weeks.
that's
So
her
you should have,
decision. You got to
your
respect
strategy
that.
is all wrong. And you might end up regretting it. Hartosh.
Arnab, look, quite clearly, all the hype
Arnab, we
about
won't.
Priyanka
There are many
exists
leaders
only
campaigning
because
for
the
the party.
hype. May I speak, Sanjay? You've spoken a lot already, you know. I mean, we get to hear a lot of you all the time. Why don't you let somebody else speak? The hype around Priyanka has been created primarily because it is in comparison to Rahul Gandhi. I mean, to go back to the statement Sabha made, Priyanka is making some impact in a few constituencies around where she's campaigning. Rahul is making no impact across the country where he's campaigning. And even in UP, despite what Sabha says, the Congress may be back in the fight in 2 or 3 seats. That's not changing these elections. The real fight in UP, if there is a way that Narendra Modi will be halted in UP. That fight is being fought by Mayawati away from our discussions, away from our camera. It's interesting, not a session has been devoted to discussing that fact. Priyanka largely is an irrelevant factor that is good for the cameras and good for the Congress to take home. It's not a long-term or a short-term impact on the results of
No,
these
but
elections.
so after the election, Sartosh, you think Priyanka will sit home and then it is possible for the Congress party to say thank you very much that you came out for a few days to campaign for your brother who is in active politics and you're not. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next election in Raebareli and Amethi. Do you think that is a sustainable strategy if the Congress, regardless of the outcome of this election?
It is not. There will be serious questions asked in the Congress. A lot of the people who will win this time will win despite the Gandhi family. So there will be some incentive to ask questions which have not been asked before. This election will also make clear the lack of state organizations in a vast swathe of this country.
Absolutely.
And if the Congress is not going to ask these questions now, it is finished as a party. And when those questions are asked, there will be some questions asked about what role Priyanka will play, what role Rahul will play. It won't end here.
Well, I don't think it will end here.
Arnab, I've heard critics say the same thing in 2004. I've heard critics say the same thing in 2009. Wait for the results to come on May 16th, Hartosh. You are headed for a big surprise.
Yeah, let it. No, 1 second. Let there be any number of analysis. But one thing is clear, Sanjay Jha. She is today your Congress party's most effective campaigner, and you brought her out only in the last few weeks. That also in 2 constituencies. And maybe that will be part of the postscript, the analysis that was that a right or wrong strategy or not. That's all. That's all.
Well, Arnab, the very fact. Yes, I agree with you that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is a fantastic campaigner. No two ways about that. But it also tells you the confidence of the party based on our performance, based on the leadership that we have, based on Rahul Gandhi's own personal drive and the way the party is organized. Let me tell you, we are going to get the results that we expect on May 16th. We are going to form the government. UPA 3 will be a reality.
Well,
and I can understand carping cynics. I understand a lot of people tend to be doubtful. Let's wait for the results. It's a matter of a few weeks now.
See, one thing is there, Sanjay. Remember, all cynics are not carping, and all criticism is not cynicism. That's all. I don't want to give unwanted advice. I had to share that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Thank you very much for joining me on that.
I agree with that.
Thank you very much. That goes to all political parties. Thank you very much.